According to the Center of Disease Control, 80% of people do not get the recommended amount of exercise. Chances are, you're one of those 80%. My aim is to motivate you and encourage you to exercise by utilizing the information I learned from my sport and exercise psychology class at Auburn. Throughout this speech, I hope to convince you to exercise by telling you about the costs associated with not exercising, why people don't exercise, and why people should exercise. The benefits of exercise are pretty much common knowledge for most people, but not everyone understands the risks included with not exercising. First of all, it's important to realize the costs associated with not exercising. The CDC reported that the U.S. economy loses $70 billion per year due to medical bills of inactive people. This is because people who are active have much lower medical costs per year than those who do not get enough physical activity. Not only does inactivity cost the country's economy, it also costs corporations as well as the individual the price of added doctor's appointments and prescriptions due to sedentary lifestyles. Researchers Owen, Healy, Matthews, and Dunson have found evidence to support the suspicion that many hours of sitting each day changes people's metabolism to foster obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and a host of other chronic conditions. Each of these illnesses present their own associated risks. Most often, the most severe risk is death, but other risks include joint pain, sleep apnea, strokes, or hypertension. While these illnesses can happen to healthy individuals, they are more likely to occur in those who are not healthy and lead inactive lifestyles. Now that we have come to realize the price we pay when choosing not to exercise, we can discuss reasons people don't exercise and establish why exercise should be the best choice. Many people don't exercise because they simply don't have time. An article posted by Harvard University reports that despite all good things going for it, only about 30% of people report to get enough regular physical activity during their leisure time. And about 40% of Americans say they get no leisure time in physical activity at all. When people do have free time, exercise becomes low on their priority list. They don't realize the harm they do when they choose not to exercise. A quick decision not to exercise generally has no immediate consequences, while choosing another task would present some consequences right away. It's important to remember the true price your body is paying when you choose not to exercise. Another plausible reason, and one that I can relate to well, is because of self-image in a gym setting. Overweight people especially are concerned with the thoughts that the physically fit and regular gym goers might have about them. One study conducted by Frederick and Shaw supports this finding in saying that body image concerns were shown to constrain the enjoyments of aerobics in 190 undergraduate women, and this reduction of enjoyment was related to competition over appearance and body weight among participants. One last reason people don't exercise is because they have some sort of pain, injury, or disability that keeps them from doing so. In many cases, light and adjusted exercise would work as a good rehabilitation or healing for the pain or injury, but the individual has a hard time fighting through the pain and can't receive the benefits. In other scenarios, a person may have a permanent disability and doesn't realize the cost that they are giving up without exercising. A study published by the American Journal of Preventive Medicine found that disabled individuals struggle to overcome environmental, psychological, economical, and equipment barriers. A physician or therapist may be able to assign the person some sort of modified equipment that suits their needs better for exercise. There are many understandable reasons that prevent us from exercising, and the things I've just mentioned are not a complete list. However, we must make sure that each choice to exercise, we realize what we are giving up. Lastly, I will discuss the benefits of exercise. Community can be found in exercise. Although it can seem frightening to embark on a gym adventure alone, it generally does not take long to support a group to encourage your endeavors. The characteristic of exercise should overshadow the body image argument. A person who is fearful about what others may think of them may choose not to go, or may most likely gain self-confidence by getting a group of individuals to go with them that are of their same stature and size and ability level. Previously, I mentioned that exercise had many risks, but opposing these risks are many health benefits that are too great to ignore. Muscles have a tendency to atrophy when they're not being used. Exercising causes muscles to stay firm and toned for longer. It keeps you flexible and it makes you continue moving as you age. Exercise is also great for cardiovascular and lung health. Lastly, exercise aids in and is very important for healthy weight loss. A little bit of exercise goes a long way in terms of benefits. But most importantly, people should exercise because it improves overall quality of life. Not only does exercise have multiple health benefits, it also has multiple benefits as far as teaching you to manage your time, gaining self-esteem, improving your learning, and improving your brain function. It can be very hard to exercise when you have a to-do list to accomplish or you are worried about what other people may think of you. But we must be intentional in recalling the information we have learned about exercise, about the costs associated with not exercising, the reasons people don't, and the reasons we should exercise. I hope that you have begun to feel a sense of urgency about getting off the couch and getting moving. Exercise could be the thing that transforms your life from a mundane, happy life to a happy, energetic, and refreshed one.